Imagine a life where every step you take, every decision you make, and every thought you hold attracts blessings, opportunities, and abundance from every direction. What if I told you that the universe is ready to pour its goodness into your life, but only if you learn the simple, yet powerful art of drawing good intentionally? Today, I am going to teach you how to align yourself with this universal flow so that prosperity, joy, and love can come to you from all directions. Everything you attract into your life begins with the expectations you hold. Expectation is not simply a wish or a fleeting hope. It is the deep-seated conviction that certain outcomes are not just possible, but inevitable. When you carry this certainty within you, you send a powerful message to the universe, which responds to the energy you radiate. Life does not operate on chance, but on the vibration of your inner thoughts and beliefs. Each thought, each moment of focus, and each conviction acts as a signal that draws corresponding circumstances toward you. When you approach your life with the expectation of good, opportunities, relationships, and resources begin to flow naturally. Expectation shapes perception. People with high expectations notice opportunities that others overlook. They see doors that seem invisible to those mired in doubt and negativity. It is not simply that they are lucky or more capable. It is that their mindset aligns them with the possibilities around them. Their minds become filters that recognize and embrace beneficial circumstances. Expectation is like a magnet. If you anticipate challenges and misfortune, you inadvertently attract situations that confirm that belief. Conversely, when you carry a confident and positive expectation, you are prepared to recognize, welcome, and act upon opportunities for growth, prosperity, and joy. Every small thought contributes to this process. Repeating affirmations of faith and positivity strengthens your internal belief system, creating an unwavering expectation that good is always available to you. When you expect good, your energy shifts, your actions change, and you begin to operate from a place of assurance rather than anxiety. This shift alone transforms the quality of your experiences. Expectation also influences resilience. When difficulties arise, a strong expectation of favorable outcomes allow you to navigate challenges with grace, patience, and creativity. You no longer see obstacles as insurmountable barriers, but as temporary conditions that can be worked through. The mind that expects good naturally finds solutions and adapts to circumstances without succumbing to fear or frustration. It is important to recognize that expectation must be intentional. It is not a passive hope that things will turn out well, but a deliberate cultivation of faith that the universe responds to your inner state. You must consciously choose to expect good in every situation, seeing possibilities even when appearances suggest otherwise. This mindset produces an inner harmony that resonates outward. People, circumstances, and events respond to the frequency you emit. By maintaining a steadfast expectation of positive outcomes, you create an invisible web that attracts corresponding conditions into your life. Developing this mindset requires consistent practice. Daily reflection, meditation, and mindful observation of your thoughts allow you to notice patterns of doubt or negativity. Once identified, these patterns can be consciously shifted toward expectation and hope. With time, the act of expecting good becomes natural, intuitive, and effortless. Expectation also shapes the way others perceive and interact with you. When you carry confidence and faith in positive results, you project a sense of stability, optimism, and assurance that draws others to you. People naturally respond to your energy, offering cooperation, support, and opportunities that align with your positive expectations. Your belief in favorable outcomes is like a beacon that signals readiness for abundance and success. It opens doors and invites experiences that might have remained inaccessible if you doubted your ability to attract them. Expectation is cumulative. The more you consciously maintain a belief in good, the stronger the effect becomes, creating a self-reinforcing cycle. As you notice the fruits of your expectation, your faith deepens, and the energy you project becomes more aligned with the life you desire. This principle applies in every aspect of life, including relationships, career, finances, and personal growth. When you expect kindness, understanding, and cooperation from others, you often receive it. When you expect opportunity and success, you find paths that lead to those outcomes. By fostering expectation in every domain, you transform your reality from one of chance into one of deliberate creation. It is essential to understand that expectation is not blind optimism. It does not deny the existence of challenges, setbacks, or adversity. Instead, it acknowledges them, while maintaining an unwavering belief that solutions, support, and good outcomes are available. It is the ability to remain centered, hopeful, and constructive, even in the face of difficulty. This strength of expectation strengthens decision-making, reduces anxiety, and enhances overall well-being. The second key principle revolves around the alignment of your words with your deepest desires. Words are not merely instruments of communication. They are active creators of reality. Each word carries energy, intention, and a vibrational signature that interacts with the universe. When you speak in alignment with what you truly desire, you send a clear, focused message that the universe can respond to. Conversely, careless, negative, or doubtful words create confusion and block the flow of good. The concept of spoken intention is rooted in the understanding that language is a creative force. Every statement you make influences your perception, your energy, and the responses of those around you. When you speak about your goals with certainty and positivity, you reinforce your internal belief system and broadcast your readiness to receive. Words shape thought and thought shapes reality. This principle begins with mindfulness. Becoming aware of the language you use daily, whether internal or external, is the first step in harnessing its power. Complaints, self-doubt, and criticism, even when spoken casually, generate energy that attracts experiences matching those vibrations. To draw good, it is essential to consciously replace limiting language with affirmation, statements of faith, and declarations of what you wish to attract. When you declare, "I am capable, I am deserving, and I am open to abundance," you create a vibrational pattern that aligns with these truths. These words become seeds planted in the fertile ground of consciousness, which grow into tangible experiences. Speaking positively also affects your subconscious mind, which is constantly shaping your reality based on the messages it receives. By repeating affirmations and consciously choosing empowering words, you reprogram limiting beliefs, strengthen confidence, and create a mindset receptive to good. The spoken word is further amplified when paired with emotion and visualization. Words alone carry energy, but when they are imbued with feeling and vivid imagery, their creative power multiplies. Feeling the joy, gratitude, and certainty of your desired outcome while speaking or thinking, the corresponding words solidifies the message and accelerates manifestation. Alignment of words with desires also extends to interactions with others. The way you communicate affects relationships, opportunities, and collaboration. Speaking with clarity, positivity, and faith invites cooperation and opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. Your words act as an invitation for favorable circumstances, creating resonance with situations and people that reflect the good you wish to attract. It is important to practice consistency. Occasional positive statements are helpful, but the continuous reinforcement of aligned language establishes a dominant pattern in consciousness. Repetition strengthens the energy behind your words, making them more effective in shaping your reality. Equally important is the avoidance of negative patterns such as complaining, gossiping, or focusing on lack. These habits counteract your ability to draw good and create resistance to the flow of abundance. The combination of expectation and aligned speech creates a powerful dynamic. Expectation shapes your inner world, preparing you to receive, while words project your intention outward, signaling readiness and attracting circumstances that match your mindset. Together, they establish a magnetic field of positivity that draws the good that already exists but has not yet manifested into tangible experience. Mastery of these principles requires self-awareness, practice, and a commitment to deliberate creation. It involves observing your thoughts, cultivating unwavering expectation, speaking with intention, and consistently reinforcing beliefs that support the life you desire. Over time, the effects compound, producing profound changes in opportunities, relationships, and overall quality of life. The practice of expectation and conscious speech is not a one-time effort but a lifelong habit. Each day provides a new opportunity to refine your thoughts, choose empowering words, and strengthen faith in the unseen. By consistently focusing on what you wish to attract, you gradually replace doubt with certainty, scarcity with abundance, and limitation with possibility. Through this process, you learn that the universe responds not to wishful thinking, but to clarity, conviction, and the energy behind your words and beliefs. This realization empowers you to take charge of your life, consciously shaping your experience instead of passively reacting to circumstances. Expectation and intentional speech together form the foundation of deliberate creation. They are the instruments through which you draw good, influence outcomes, and manifest the life you envision. The more deeply you understand and apply these principles, the more natural they become, transforming your everyday experiences into a continuous flow of opportunity, abundance, and fulfillment. Visualization is a cornerstone of attracting the life you desire. And it is far more than merely imagining what you want. It is the act of creating a vivid, detailed mental picture of the experience, achievements, and conditions you wish to bring into your reality. This process involves engaging all your senses, emotions, and intellect to form a clear blueprint in your consciousness. When you visualize consistently and with clarity, you communicate to your subconscious mind and the universe the exact nature of what you are seeking. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined scenario and reality. When you hold an image of yourself succeeding, thriving, or enjoying abundance, your mind begins to align your thoughts, actions, and decisions to bring that vision into existence. Visualization strengthens your focus. By repeatedly seeing your desired outcome, you condition your mind to notice opportunities, resources, and connections that correspond with that vision. Suddenly, situations that once seemed random or coincidental reveal themselves as aligned pathways. You develop the ability to anticipate, recognize, and act upon circumstances that advance your goals. Visualization also bridges the gap between desire and action. When you clearly see the outcome you want, your mind naturally devises strategies, solves problems, and overcomes obstacles in pursuit of that goal. It becomes a map that guides your choices, your efforts, and your energy in a unified direction. This process is particularly effective when combined with strong emotion, feeling the joy, gratitude, excitement, and satisfaction of having already achieved your goal amplifies the energy of your visualization. Emotions act as catalysts that energize the vision, transforming it from a mere mental picture into a living, dynamic force. By immersing yourself in these feelings, you create a magnetic resonance that attracts circumstances and people aligned with your desired reality. Consistency is essential. Visualization is not a sporadic exercise, but a daily habit that reinforces your inner blueprint. Each repetition strengthens your conviction and your connection to the life you are drawing toward yourself. Over time, the vision becomes embedded in your consciousness so deeply that it shapes your expectations, your words, and your actions without conscious effort. Visualization also nurtures patience and faith. By maintaining a clear picture of your desired outcome, you remain anchored in the certainty that what you seek is already present in the unseen. You become less reactive to temporary setbacks and more focused on the ultimate result. This perspective allows you to navigate challenges with calm determination, knowing that the universe is orchestrating circumstances in your favor. The act of visualization extends beyond material desires. It can shape relationships, health, personal growth, and spiritual development. By imagining harmonious connections, vibrant well-being, and elevated states of consciousness, you set the stage for these conditions to manifest in your life. Your imagination becomes a rehearsal for reality, training your mind and heart to align with the higher expression of your life. Releasing resistance and fear is equally essential in the process of drawing good from every direction. Resistance comes in many forms, often as doubt, worry, anxiety, or negative self-talk. Fear manifests as hesitation, indecision, or a tendency to retreat from opportunity. Both act as barriers, blocking the natural flow of abundance and good into your life. The first step in releasing resistance is awareness. By observing your thoughts and reactions, you can identify the patterns that create tension, doubt, or limitation. Often, these patterns are deeply ingrained, originating from past experiences, societal conditioning, or inherited beliefs. Recognizing them allows you to consciously choose to shift away from these habits and toward trust, openness, and confidence. Resistance is frequently rooted in attachment to outcomes or fear of loss. By surrendering the need to control every detail and outcome, you create space for the universe to operate freely. This does not mean abandoning goals or desires. It means holding them with faith rather than desperation. Faith replaces fear. And faith is an active state of trust that what you need is already being orchestrated for you. Releasing fear also involves letting go of limiting beliefs about yourself, others, or the world. Thoughts such as I am not worthy, I am not capable, or good is always scarce restrict the flow of opportunity. When these beliefs are replaced with affirmations of capability, worthiness, and abundance, resistance diminishes, and the mind becomes a receptive channel for good. Meditation, mindfulness, and focused reflection are powerful tools in this process. By quieting the mind and observing the inner dialogue, you can release attachment to negative thoughts and cultivate a state of inner calm and clarity. This mental clarity enables you to make decisions, take actions, and respond to circumstances with confidence rather than hesitation. Fear often amplifies perceived obstacles, making challenges seem larger and more intimidating than they are. When fear is released, you see obstacles for what they are: temporary conditions, opportunity for growth, and stepping stones rather than insurmountable barriers. You gain the ability to navigate difficulties with creativity, resilience, and determination. Releasing resistance also enhances your capacity to receive. Good cannot flow freely when the mind is tightly bound by doubt or guarded by anxiety. By opening yourself to possibility, you create a welcoming space for blessings, opportunities, and relationships to enter. This openness is magnetic. It draws circumstances and people that resonate with your readiness to receive. Trust is the key element in releasing fear. Trust that your efforts are supported, that timing is perfect, and that the universe conspires in your favor. This trust is not passive. It is an active alignment with the knowledge that good is already on its way, even if you cannot yet see it. Over time, the consistent practice of releasing resistance transforms the quality of your life. You experience more ease, more flow, and greater alignment with your highest good. Challenges become manageable, decisions become clearer, and your capacity to attract positive circumstances increases exponentially. Both visualization and the release of resistance are interconnected. The vivid image of your desired life combined with the absence of fear and doubt creates an unbroken channel through which good flows. The more vividly you see what you want, and the more completely you release resistance, the stronger the attraction of good from all directions becomes. By practicing these principles, you learn to trust the creative power within you, to focus on the light you wish to manifest, and to allow the natural flow of abundance, opportunity, and joy to reach you. This approach cultivates a life of intention, harmony, and ease, transforming ordinary experiences into opportunities for growth, fulfillment, and happiness. As visualization and release of resistance become habitual, they empower you to operate from a place of confidence, clarity, and faith. Your mind becomes a magnet for beneficial circumstances, and your heart remains open to the unseen support and guidance that continuously shape your reality. Through these practices, you align with the universal laws that govern attraction and manifestation, creating a life in which good flows effortlessly and consistently, surrounding you from every direction. The interplay of imagination, focus, trust, and emotional alignment forms the foundation for mastery of your own reality. By embracing these principles fully, you transform your inner world, which in turn reshapes your outer experiences. Life becomes a conscious co-creation, and you step into a state of empowerment, peace, and abundance that extends into every aspect of existence. The journey of visualization and release is ongoing, and each moment presents the opportunity to refine your clarity, deepen your trust, and strengthen your capacity to draw good with effortless grace. Every thought you choose to focus on, every image you hold in your mind, and every fear you release contribute to the magnetic field that attracts circumstances in alignment with your highest aspirations. As you continue this practice, life unfolds in a harmonious pattern, demonstrating the truth that the quality of your inner world determines the nature of your outer experience, and that by mastering the art of visualization and the release of resistance, you unlock the ability to draw good from every direction with unwavering certainty. Acting in alignment with the flow of life is essential to drawing good from every direction. Many people misunderstand the concept of manifestation as something that happens passively, as if simply thinking or wishing were enough to bring desires into reality. In truth, intention without aligned action is incomplete. Action is the bridge between imagination and experience. It is the tangible expression of the inner vision you hold, and it signals to the universe that you are ready to receive. Acting in alignment means making choices, taking steps, and investing energy in ways that reflect your deepest intentions. It requires awareness, discernment, and courage. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to the creation of circumstances that support your goals. When you act from a place of clarity and intention, your efforts resonate with the energy of your desires, creating a harmony that magnifies the results of your actions. Misaligned actions, on the other hand, can dissipate energy, create confusion, and delay the manifestation of good. Therefore, conscious alignment is critical. This begins with a clear understanding of what you want and a willingness to act on opportunities that support your vision. It involves making decisions that are consistent with your values, beliefs, and goals. When you consistently choose actions that reflect your intentions, you reinforce the vibration of the life you wish to attract. Acting in alignment also involves being present and responsive. The universe often opens doors in unexpected ways, and opportunities may not always arrive in the form you anticipate. By maintaining an open mind and flexible approach, you can recognize these opportunities and move confidently in directions that are aligned with your intentions. Action in alignment is not about forcing results or controlling outcomes. It is about moving with purpose, trusting the process, and applying energy where it is most effective. It is a balance between initiative and surrender, effort and faith. Every step taken with clarity and conviction acts as a signal to the universe that you are prepared to receive the corresponding good. This approach also cultivates confidence and resilience. By acting deliberately and in harmony with your desires, you learn to trust your intuition, make decisions with assurance, and navigate challenges with skill. Even when outcomes are not immediately visible, you remain confident in the underlying alignment of your actions with your goals. Small, consistent steps compound over time, generating momentum that draws opportunities, resources, and support from multiple directions. The practice of aligned action reinforces other aspects of manifestation, such as expectation, visualization, and the use of intentional words. It integrates inner belief with outer behavior, creating a coherent pattern of energy that attracts experiences consistent with your highest good. Aligned action is also intimately connected to preparedness. By cultivating skills, knowledge, and personal growth, you increase your ability to recognize and respond to the good that the universe presents. Preparation amplifies the effectiveness of your actions, ensuring that when opportunity arises, you are ready to embrace it fully. This principle extends to all areas of life, including relationships, career, finances, and personal development. Acting in alignment transforms ordinary choices into catalysts for progress, amplifying your ability to draw positive experiences and favorable outcomes from every direction. Gratitude functions as a powerful magnet for attracting good. It is much more than a polite acknowledgement or fleeting feeling. Gratitude is an energetic practice that shifts perception, reshapes thought patterns, and aligns consciousness with abundance. When you cultivate gratitude consistently, you focus on what is present, valuable, and positive in your life. This focus naturally expands awareness of opportunities, blessings, and resources that might otherwise be overlooked. Gratitude is both an internal and external practice. Internally, it fosters a mindset of abundance, replacing scarcity, fear, and dissatisfaction with appreciation, confidence, and joy. Externally, it influences relationships, interactions, and circumstances by radiating an energy that attracts cooperation, support, and generosity. The process of gratitude begins with observation. By consciously noticing the good that already exists, no matter how small, you reinforce the reality of abundance in your life. Each recognition strengthens the energy of appreciation, making it easier to see additional layers of goodness and potential. Gratitude also transforms perception. When challenges arise, a person grounded in gratitude tends to view them as lessons, opportunity for growth, or catalysts for new pathways rather than insurmountable obstacles. This perspective reduces stress, fosters resilience, and opens the mind to creative solutions. The practice of gratitude amplifies the flow of good from every direction because it shifts the focus from lack to abundance. Energy flows where attention goes, and by directing attention to appreciation, you signal readiness to receive more of what you value. The universe responds to this energy by aligning circumstances, people, and resources to support and expand the good already recognized. Gratitude also reinforces faith. When you acknowledge and celebrate the blessings present, you strengthen trust that the unseen is actively providing, that efforts are being guided, and that more good is continuously arriving. This trust creates a positive cycle in which recognition, appreciation, and expectation reinforce one another, producing a continual attraction of favorable outcomes. Expressing gratitude regularly, both internally and externally, deepens its effect. Internally, it strengthens alignment with abundance and intention. Externally, sharing appreciation with others builds harmony, cooperation, and goodwill, which often leads to the return of positivity and support. Gratitude has a cumulative effect. The more consistently you practice it, the more natural it becomes to perceive, acknowledge, and celebrate the good in your life. This cumulative energy transforms consciousness into a magnet for beneficial experiences, aligning both perception and reality with the flow of abundance. The practice of gratitude also encourages mindfulness and presence. By focusing on what is valuable and meaningful, you anchor attention in the present moment, reducing worry about the past or anxiety about the future. This mental clarity enhances decision-making, promotes calmness, and fosters an openness that allows good to enter freely from multiple directions. Gratitude works in tandem with expectation, visualization, and aligned action. Expectation primes the mind to anticipate positive outcomes. Visualization creates a clear picture of desired experiences. Action translates intention into tangible steps. And gratitude amplifies the attraction by energizing both the internal state and the external environment. Together, these practices form a coherent system for drawing good, creating a life in which blessings, opportunities, and fulfillment flow naturally and consistently. By incorporating gratitude into every aspect of thought, word, and action, you cultivate a perpetual cycle of abundance, magnetizing experiences and circumstances that reflect the highest potential of your life. This practice transforms life into a dynamic interplay of intention, appreciation, and manifestation, ensuring that good comes from all directions, reinforcing confidence, enhancing joy, and expanding the capacity to experience and share abundance in ever-widening circles. Gratitude is not merely a technique but a state of being, a conscious alignment with the inherent generosity of life. When fully embraced, it cultivates peace, satisfaction, and empowerment, creating a life in which every moment, encounter, and circumstance contribute to a continuous flow of positive energy, opportunity, and growth, magnetizing the highest good from every direction with effortless grace.